A warm welcome to all our viewers, and remember, do subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Today we shed light on a figure who's been stirring the pot for quite some time, Camilla Tominey. She's carved herself a niche in the media, known for her relentless criticism of women. From a seemingly unquenchable obsession with Meghan to a recent spat with Kay Burley, her actions have raised many an eyebrow. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into her actions and the consequences. Recently, Kay Burley, a well-respected journalist, found herself in the crosshairs of Camilla Tominey. This comes as no surprise, considering Camilla's penchant for launching unwarranted attacks, particularly against women. For years, she has built her career on a foundation of negativity, cultivating a toxic narrative that thrives on the downfall of others. But this time, she picked the wrong target. Kay Burley, known for her sharp wit and unyielding resolve, didn't just roll over. Instead, she delivered a clapback of epic proportions, stating, "There is a special place in hell for women who do not support other women." A statement that not only put Camilla in her place, but also underscored a universal truth about solidarity among women. Over the years, Camilla has relentlessly targeted Meghan Markle and an array of other successful women with a barrage of misinformation and public hate. This time around, she attempted to do the same to Kay Burley, but she was met with resistance. In fact, she was met with more than just resistance. She was met with a mirror that reflected her own bitterness and hypocrisy. Camilla's tactics, which have long been a source of controversy, were laid bare for all to see. Kay's response painted a vivid picture of Camilla's modus operandi, the spreading of untruths and fostering of a toxic environment. It was a much-needed reality check for Camilla, who has spent far too long hidden behind a facade of journalistic integrity. The exchange between these two women was more than just a war of words. It was a stark revelation of the divide between those who use their platforms to uplift others and those who use it to tear them down. Kay Burley, with her eloquent response, made it clear that she belonged to the former category, while Camilla, well, let's just say she has some soul-searching to do. It seems that Camilla finally received a taste of her own medicine, and it was served in a manner that she could not ignore or brush under the carpet. It was served with the same intensity and scrutiny that she has used to attack others. Perhaps it's time for Camilla to reevaluate her approach and realize that her brand of journalism isn't just outdated, it's outright embarrassing. Camilla Tominey, a woman who has built a career on criticism, now finds herself unable to handle the same. Oh, the irony. Camilla Tominey, a name that has become synonymous with relentless negativity and toxic narratives, particularly directed towards Meghan. For years, she has been the self-appointed critic-in-chief, casting aspersions, spreading misinformation, and fueling public hate. Yet when the tables are turned, she appears to crumble under the weight of her own tactics. Now, let's dissect this a bit. Camilla Tominey, who has made it her life's mission to vilify Meghan at every opportunity, suddenly finds herself at the receiving end of the same bitter pill she's been dishing out. And it seems she doesn't quite like the taste of it. Kay Burley, a woman of substance and strength, refused to let Camilla's toxic narrative slide. She stood her ground, delivering a powerful counterpunch that left Camilla reeling. Camilla's hypocrisy is glaringly evident. She's been happy to dish out the criticism, to tear down successful women, to spread her venom. But when the spotlight is turned on her, suddenly the rules of the game seem to change. She portrays herself as a victim, unable to bear the brunt of the very vitriol she has been so eager to spread. And let's not forget, Camilla Tominey isn't just any journalist. She's made a name for herself by being a relentless critic, thriving on the misery of others. But when faced with the mirror of her own actions, she seems to falter. Kay Burley's words were a stark reminder of the toxic brand of journalism that Camilla espouses, a brand that is not just outdated but downright embarrassing. Camilla Tominey's hypocrisy is a classic case of throwing stones while living in glass houses. She has made a career out of criticism, yet when faced with the same, she crumbles. The irony is not lost on us, and it seems neither on Kay Burley. Camilla Tominey is not the fair and balanced journalist she claims to be. This statement, my friends, cuts to the heart of the matter. Instead of using her platform to inspire and uplift, Tominey has become a symbol of the toxic environment that can often pervade the media landscape. Let's take a moment to truly reflect on the damaging consequences of her actions. Tominey's relentless attacks and misinformation campaigns have been aimed at women who are simply striving to make their mark in the world. These are women who are breaking barriers, challenging norms, and living their truth. Yet instead of celebrating their achievements, Tominey chooses to tear them down, to diminish their efforts, and to distort their stories. Take Megan, for example, a woman who has faced her fair share of trials and tribulations, and yet continues to rise above them. Instead of acknowledging her resilience, Tominey has chosen to fuel a narrative of hate and bias, and in doing so, she has not just attacked Megan, but every woman who dares to challenge the status quo. And then there's Kay Burley, a woman who stands her ground, who speaks her mind, and who doesn't back down in the face of adversity. Tominey thought she could bring Burley down, just like she has tried to do with so many others. But Burley, in her strength and grace, stood her ground and exposed Tominey for what she truly is, a purveyor of toxicity. Tominey's actions have a real and harmful impact. They perpetuate a culture of negativity and hate, and they discourage other women from stepping into their power. They are a stark reminder of the work that still needs to be done to create a media environment that is truly inclusive and empowering. Camilla Tominey's brand of journalism is not only outdated, it's downright embarrassing. It's time for a change, and it's time for Tominey to realize that her tactics are not just harmful, but they are also completely out of step with the times. We deserve better, and the women she targets most certainly deserve better. And that's the true face of Camilla Tominey. The backlash against Camilla Tominey has been long overdue. For far too long, she has been able to spew venom and negativity without facing any real consequences. But now, the tables have turned, and it's her turn to feel the heat. One cannot help but find a certain poetic justice in the situation. Camilla Tominey, a woman who has made a career out of tearing others down, is now the one being torn down. And it's not just anyone who's doing the tearing, it's Kay Burley, who has never been afraid to stand up for what's right, even when it's not the popular thing to do. Kay Burley's role in this backlash cannot be overstated. She was the one who brought Camilla's toxic behavior to light, the one who dared to call her out on her hypocrisy. She didn't just stand up to Camilla, she put her in her place, delivering a scathing critique that left no room for doubt about who was in the wrong. Kay Burley's words were a wake-up call, not just for Camilla Tominey, but for everyone who has ever been subjected to her vitriol. She made it clear that it's not okay to attack and belittle others, that it's not okay to spread misinformation and hate. And in doing so, she sparked a backlash that has been a long time coming. This backlash is more than just a reaction to Camilla Tominey's behavior. It's a statement. It's a statement that women are no longer willing to put up with her toxic brand of journalism. It's a statement that they are done tolerating her endless hate, her relentless attacks, her bitter jealousy. Camilla Tominey thought she could get away with her actions, but she was wrong. She thought she could tear others down without facing any repercussions, but she was wrong. She thought she could continue to spread her toxicity without any backlash, but she was wrong. And now she's finally facing the consequences of her actions. It's clear that women are done tolerating Camilla's endless hate. Camilla Tominey's actions have finally caught up with her. It's been a long time coming, hasn't it? For years, she's been at the forefront, spewing out negativity and targeting successful women. But as they say, every action has an equal and opposite reaction, and it seems her time has finally arrived. Over the course of this discussion, we've delved into the bitter reality of her journalistic approach, one that thrives on tearing others down, and how Kay Burley's unyielding stance has shed light on this toxic behavior. It's a powerful reminder of the importance of calling out such destructive narratives, especially when they're masked under the guise of journalism. We've witnessed the backlash against Tominey, one that was rightfully deserved. Kay Burley, with her assertive response, has sent a clear message to the world. Women are done tolerating the bitterness and endless hate propagated by the likes of Camilla Tominey. It's high time for a change, a shift from this outdated, embarrassing brand of journalism. In conclusion, Tominey's fall from grace serves as a stark warning to others who might tread the same path. It's a testament to the fact that toxic behavior, no matter how long it goes unchecked, will eventually meet its downfall. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share our content with others. Until next time, goodbye.